What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Banner Report podcast. I am Cody Adams, and I am here with my host, Steve Crowley and Jacob Pierce. Boys, how are we?
I'm a little happy today that the Red Sox did a thing. They got
Yeah.
Sonny Gray, who's not. I hope that Craig's not like, all right, I've done enough. That would be a miserable offseason, but it's a good start, I'd say, to add a nice. I think he could be a nice third spot in the rotation if we do something else big. Hopefully, that's the idea. But yeah,
Yeah.
the Red Sox are doing something early, which is a good thing to see.
Safe travels to Dick Fitz. Gonna miss him.
Yeah, I know. That was always great to text. Like, we got Dickie Fitz today, but yeah. He also seemed like a good clubhouse guy, which always sucks to lose. But Sonny Gray was elite at one point. He's fallen off a tiny bit, but it seems like we got to, I don't know. He has pretty similar pitching style to Crochet, so Craig has the type I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's an upgrade in the bullpen, and we're coming to you on the 25th of November. So there's a lot of baseball offseason to go and a lot of things to be done. So I'd be, like you said, disappointed if Breslow didn't follow up with this with a bigger splash to bring that team back to the playoffs. But yeah, guys, Thanksgiving's coming up. The Celtics do not play on Thanksgiving. Thank God.
Does anybody play on Thanksgiving?
Uh,
They take Thanksgiving off because of football.
that's a good cue.
I don't know.
I think that,
No, I think you're correct. Yeah, I think NFL owns the day.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
they don't own the
Patriots
day,
don't
but
play.
everybody's just scared to fucking compete with the NFL.
The NFL
Yeah.
owns the day, dude. They own like every day.
I know they're trying to own Christmas now.
Nothing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so it'll be a heavy NFL week for me. You got games all day on Thanksgiving, then we got a Black Friday game, which is cool. And then we get the Sunday slate. So, and the Patriots play on Monday night, I believe. Yeah, but anyhow, I'm thankful for the Celtics team. I'm thankful for them being 9-8 and currently 10th place in the East. I mean, in a season that looked pretty dismal, they're still chugging along. I mean, they are at 500. They're hovering right there at that medium point. But, you drop a tight game to the Nets, 113 to 105. That's very disappointing. That's like the tank's back because you gave the Nets their third goddamn win. But then you come out, and I know there was no Banchero, there was no Wendell Carter, there was no Suggs for the Magic, but that's still a contending team in the East, and you came out and you sort of put it to them. A lot of positives to take away, and we'll talk about it coming up here in a minute. But guys, your Celtics, what's from the two games that have interceded our episodes, what do you think? What do you got for me?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a hilarious little stretch because, like you said, like we had a nightmare game against the Nets, and then like the game of our dreams against the Magic, which is just should be flip flopped. Yeah, like nearly everyone was negative, and against the Nets game, it just like Jalen had a pretty good shooting game efficiency wise, but it was just an ugly offensive game. And then we scored 80 in the first half against the Magic, which was like a stellar defensive team. So yeah, I mean, just teams just get hot and cold. I feel like that was just a weird stretch that's hard to even read, honestly. It just felt like super cold and bad one night and then elite the next. It's hard to read into that, honestly.
Yeah, Steve.
They came out super flat against the Nets, which you just can't do. I mean, even if the team is 2-12, you can't come out that flat, stay that flat for the whole game. Got lucky against the Magic. They're missing 3 starters. So, yeah, that's going to happen.
I mean, Nemius, we obviously were missing Tatum, but Nemius didn't play.
he
rolled his ankle
quarter, but
he rolled his ankle 5 minutes into the quarter.
Yeah, so I'm still, I mean, you're coming off of a flat performance like that against the Nets. You're going to be fired up for the next game, going up against a team that's the second night of a back-to-back, missing 3 starters. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm happy that their offense came up and produced like they did, but I mean, down the fucking stretch, they decided to make it really fucking stressful for no reason.
Well, we just sort of stopped playing defense.
It was fucking brutal. It was so hard to fucking watch. I was ready to go to bed. I was like, oh, sweet, I'm going to go to bed early. We got a 20-something point lead going into the fourth quarter. And it was like, no, it was like the championship year all over again where you would step on teams for fucking 3 quarters and then just stop playing in the fourth.
Yeah. There was definitely some ups and downs in that game, but I left that Magic game feeling very positive, especially coming off of that Nets game where it was just like, oh boy, this could be really bad. Like everything bad happened in that Nets game. Like JB, everybody had a terrible shooting game. JB, he was probably our only hope, and he has 5 fouls midway through the third quarter and couldn't play. And they sort of just put you away in that time frame, and you couldn't get your guy back and get enough scoring when he wasn't there. So there's not really much to take away. Nick Claxton had a triple-double, his first ever, so that sucked. But, if a big's going to have a good night, it's going to be against our team, especially when you're down one of your key defensive players and Jalen Brown. There's nobody behind Kada, which we saw kind of bite us a bit, even though I think for the first 2 quarters went really well. When Cady went, I guess the first half when he went out, we really didn't have anybody to stick in that role as the rim protector. We sort of shuffled in Jordan Walsh and Boucher, gave them some burn, and there's things to talk about there. So let's jump in. Obviously, the Magic, no Wendell Carter, no Suggs, no Banchero. Huge L's for them, but they still have Wagner and Payne out there. So, and a bunch of young guys who are all kind of like copy and pasted wings, like they all just kind of do everything, and they're high energy defense guys. But Jalen, that was the thing. Watching the highlight tape today, or from after the initial digestion of the game, I mean, what a game from him. That was like all NBA level good. 35 points on 53% from the field. Didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but that's fine. Whatever. Didn't matter for him. I got to the line a lot. 7 free throw attempts, was 6 for 7, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 turnover. And that was the thing. He was pushing the pace the whole time. And he was making the open looks, being very conservative with the ball, but still scoring at that Jalen Brown rate. That was just a great performance. It's definitely a small blessing during this season, especially as a Celtics fan, to have Jalen Brown out there on a night-to-night basis. Just watch what he can do on offense. It's beautiful. And defense, obviously, he's one of our best players. So, Jalen Brown, guys, how was his performance?
Like you said, 8 assists, and Pritchard did too. That was really what stood out in the game in general. It's just like definitely felt like at least like you said, it got a little rough at the end. It was mostly defense, but it definitely felt like one of the more coherent offensive games we've had. That's for sure. like not as many ISOs, like more actual action. But Jalen, that was definitely what we need to see from Jalen, and I hope we do more of like the assist to turnover ratio also with because we know he's an amazing scorer like this, and when he gets a shot, it's awesome. Like, surprised we haven't gotten any crazier high total games yet. I could see like a 50 ball or so this year, that's for sure. But yeah,
definitely,
he's just amazing. Yeah, it's just there's some nights he's like this, and like you said, he got in a foul trouble the other night. He still was 9 for 18. Like you said, we needed him, and he couldn't be out there. But yeah, no, his shooting and efficiency numbers have only gone up this year, which is pretty amazing with what you think of, like with what he has around him.
Yeah, I mean, like if he just hit his averages from 3, he has a 40-point game.
Yeah.
And then we're talking at a different echelon of performance. But still, he did everything he needed to win, and he stayed out of foul trouble, and he was the best player on the floor by a decent margin for either team. And yeah, if he can string this, my one main gripe was just doing the small stuff. He kind of seemed like for a stretch there, he was not doing it, and he admitted it. Ball watching on defense and turning the ball over on offense. But if you can clean it up against, especially, I know they're missing some of their key defensive players. Suggs is their defensive captain for sure, and Banchero is one of the best defenders in the league for his size. But that's still a good defense out there. And you were able to be safe with the ball, not shoot yourself in the foot, hit your shots at an efficient rate, and push the pace on them. And you sort of ran them out the building. I know they got close, but that's because of a fatal flaw with this team being Nimi. The defense sort of broke down when you don't have a rim protector. Boucher was not good out there. He was really bad. He looked really lost. And you had to sort of rely on guys like Walsh and Minot to fill that 5 spot, rim protector, interior D. And you were able to scrape it together, albeit against a damaged Magic team. Yeah. Steve?
I mean, one thing I liked about that game was that they found the weakness and they kept picking at it like the way that they used to do. Like, I think they've gone away from that a lot this year, trying to run too many ISOs. They've been trying to run too much of like one certain play, getting it right. Like the other night against the Magic, it was they don't have a center. Get downhill on their guards, beat them. If they try to rotate over to help, then pass it out. If not, then you got to land in the bucket. Like it was simple basketball. It was rinse and repeat for the whole night, and that's how you end up with such a high scoring game. And I thought that was really good to see, especially for a guy like Jalen Brown, because if you don't put a center out there, it's food for him.
Yeah. I mean, Pritchard ate on the interior, and that opens up the floor for guys like Hauser and Minot, and those guys and Simons, who had a great game, to hit their open threes. Derek White, who didn't have a great offensive game, but was still arguably the most impactful on defense with 3 blocks and 2 steals, leading the defensive charge. I mean, it's just it was a great team performance. This is like, I say the Celtics can beat anybody on any given night. They play like that, and that's obviously without Nemi. They're one of their best players this year.
Their best defensive player this year by far.
Yeah, what he does is just so we just don't have anybody else for that, which is rim protection. Being a 7-foot guy in the paint, which is still a necessity at times when you need to clamp up on D, get those stops. But we have a slew of guys like Walsh and Minot and Hugo who are just all over the place. They'll make some dumb slip ups in coverage for sure, but when they're on ball, point of attack, they're some of the best in the league at it. They're quick feet, high energy, long, rangy, strong guys, and when they were hitting their shots. So great team performance. Pritchard, can't talk enough about how well he played. 19 points on 57% from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 of which were offensive boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, and on 1 turnover. It's just a great game. And Simons, 28 off the bench, played like a 6-man candidate. That's what I wanted to see.
He got fire. Like you're saying, nothing fires you up more than a Payton Pritchard offensive rebound. That's for fucking sure. Dude, I literally almost stand up every time. Because you also know he's going to finish it too, or at least get it out to the 3-point
a clean
line.
Look.
It's just so amazing, the fact that he just uses his body so well with all that stuff. Like his ability to finish in the paint too at this size. Like it makes me, like, I don't think they overlapped at all, but it's almost like he taught him that. You know what I mean? The way to finish in the net, like use your body and like lean. Like I don't even know. He just does it so well.
It's the Luka Garza effect, where he's just like, he's not the most skilled ever on the court, but he just like has an innate ability to be in a position to make a play. Like he just knows where to place his body, and Pritchard is like a thing of beauty. His offensive rebound, and I wonder if we were to like look. Pritchard is how tall?
6'1".
Yeah, 6 or 6'1" for sure.
So if you take all of these 1 and below point guards currently in the NBA that get, active minutes, I wonder if you did if you broke it down by PER where he's at, because I feel like he's probably number 1, but it might be him or like Trae Young, but not this year. Not Trae Young this year.
I think Trae Young's too big too. I think Trae Young's like 6'3".
Yeah, like seriously, for a player like it's him, TJ McConnell, Kyle Lowry. I'm trying to think of real small point guards.
Was it Trey Jones?
Chris Paul?
Ty Jones?
It's a lost thing, that's for sure. Where the league's getting taller. People like Wemby, like it's getting hard. That's why whenever I pull up Muggsy Bogues reference page, I'm like, holy crap, is this like sort of the best player pound for pound of all time? If you like the fact that he like lasted in the league for 12 or 13 years, led the league in steals for like 1 or 2 years. It was like actually a quality starter as a 5'3" man. Like in not an era that was cupcakey, like it was the 90s. Like I don't think people respect Muggsy Bogues enough. As like in the same lane as you're saying with Payton Pritchard. Like how did Muggsy actually survive in the league for over a decade, dude? It's insane.
And that was like he was like what 5'3"? Like he was like legitimately a small man.
He averaged a double-double. I think he averaged a double-double for 1 or 2 seasons. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like that should get talked about more.
It's very interesting. The all-time pound for pound, like who's taking home the title. It's going to be an interesting slew of guys like Giannis and Shaq and Jokic because of just their size and their ability, right? But you're going to also have like the weird like Payton Pritchard, John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas.
Iverson's the classic.
Both times. Yeah. Iverson. Yeah, Bogues. Like you're going to have guys in there probably in the top 10 just because of how small they were and how impactful.
Nate Robinson too. Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, Nate took over like a playoff series. Like, do you remember that Bulls versus Nets? He like was fucking crazy in that, and he pooed on the Pierce KG Nets parade like their second year that they were there or something. I'm pretty sure the Bulls like won or brought them to 7 when they should not have. and it was kind of Nate. I remember Nate Robinson had like a crazy game in the playoffs. It's like, damn, he's 5'9", man. That's so impressive.
Yeah. And one of like Steph Curry and Chris Paul, those are guys who are pound for pound guys too, like just based on size.
Everyone's getting a little taller, but Brunson should be in that category. What
Yeah.
is because he's 6'2", maybe even shorter. He feels shorter, honestly.
He looks like
He's
like
very small.
he don't look
So
like
he's probably the best, honestly, short guy at the moment. If you're
He's
to
like
say
6'2", 250 pounds, and I can't explain it other than he's like a uranium neutron. It's just like incredibly dense, but really small.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
he's just all muscle.
so good at using his body too. Like the same thing
Yeah.
about Pritchard, where he'll get in front of you and you will not get
Yeah.
back in front of him, and he will use you to score. It's
Yeah.
wildly impressive to watch him hoop.
Who's the worst pound for pound player of all time?
Fab Melo.
Fab.
Eddie Curry. No,
Like,
he actually
was
did
fucking
good.
huge, and he didn't do anything.
Was it Nazir Muhammad? Like I'm trying to think all time.
Who's the guy who got
Singular.
drafted? I was gonna say Bowie, the guy who got drafted.
It's Perk.
I don't know about that. I think Perk was ahead of a lot of these.
He at least won a chip.
Yeah, you and Perk are on the same side of that argument.
No, I mean we could probably find players that like hardly played, like that Singular guy that was like,
oh
he
yeah,
got
he was
first
like
Indian player ever.
7'8" or something fucking
Yeah,
crazy. He
yeah.
was like 350, and he played like 2 games.
Yeah, there has to be like a minutes played thing though.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree.
You know.
Yeah, maybe Boban.
Yeah, true.
Boban's like kind of just existed because of his height, but he's never really
Oh,
had a good season.
If we have a minutes thing on it, it's Luke Walton.
Really?
I mean, they used to call him the human victory cigar because he only ever played fucking garbage time minutes. That's how bad.
It's a sick nickname.
It's the answer to that question is not gonna be like a. I don't know. We'd have to define the scale. Is it like size, meaning height and weight, divided by production, or something? Like what's this? What is the metric here for this?
Anthony Bennett.
And if so, what is going to be the thing that drags down the bottom? Is it going to be like the fact a very small, inefficient bad guy, or is it going to be like a very huge, inefficient bad guy?
Yeah, like is it someone that's massive, or is it like Bones Highland or Rob Dillingham? Rob Dillingham, have you been seeing the Bones Highland allegations that are happening? People are like, this guy can't dribble or pass, actually, kind of.
Really?
The Wolves fans are not liking Rob. His shooting stroke is so weird this year. It's almost like he's got like a bad hitch. I don't even know, but he's having a bad year, and Wolves fans are not liking the Rob Dillingham experiment at the moment. At least I'm seeing.
The poor
Which is
Wolves,
really tough.
they cry about fucking everything. Another fucking fan base of crybabies. Jesus Christ.
It's really tough though, because they like kind of bet a lot on him being a productive player with bringing back a 40-year-old Mike Conley. Like you don't have a secondary point guard. You let Tyus Jones walk.
I think Bones Highlands, I think his problem more was that he was just a bad fucking teammate. People just didn't like him because, like, if you can't fit in on the fucking Nuggets, like, you don't have to be able to dribble or pass. You just need to be able to fucking finish plays. So if you couldn't fit in with them, then I think it's more of a personality problem than a basketball problem.
Yeah, it's weird. Bones, you figured he'd be like I don't know. He just seems like he'd be I don't know, like his best case scenario is what? A good Jordan Poole year?
I mean, Bones Highland, I think it was like the perfect fit for the fucking Nuggets. Like, he likes to get out and run, likes to play fast. Like, he's a perfect outlet for Jokic. He's a great cutter, like, and he just couldn't make it work there. So I don't think.
I mean, he lost his job to Chris Dunn on the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, I think you gotta start looking inside yourself at some point if you start losing jobs like this.
Yeah. I'm looking at Rob's numbers right now. He's averaging 38% from the field and 25% from three. He's 9th on the team in PER.
I'm sorry, what's his averages? I blacked out.
It was 38 from the field and 25% from three.
How many points?
7. Yeah, he's just like literally like the 9th or 10th most impactful player on the team this year.
They melt down hard. They melted down last night.
Well, they lost that
blew
game.
Up my parlay.
Up 8 with like less than a minute to go, then you find a way to lose that game. That's fucking embarrassing. You lost in the regulation too. They didn't even lose in overtime.
It doesn't make a ton of sense. They're just a team that, like, you feel they have so much playoff talent, like guys who have just been through the fucking battles, and they melt. It's crazy.
Yeah, Julius is a melter though. He has a lot of experience, but he also has a lot of experience melting. That's for sure.
I mean, you got Gobert out there. You got guys like, none of them have ever won a damn thing,
No,
right?
they
I think we got to start looking at Anthony Edwards as a melter too. I mean, he
they
has
just
the highs, like he has the crazy highs in the playoffs, but we've also seen games where he's like, "Oh man, I was just really tired from the last series. That's why I played so bad tonight." It's like,
Nobody's played more basketball in their careers than Jason Tatum, and obviously we're biting the bullet for that now. But that guy has like, you want to talk about tired, like that guy. He doesn't use that as an excuse.
no. They need some. They definitely need to make like a move or some sort for some sort of like playmaker or something.
what can you do though? Like, who do you give up? Because like, who wants Randall?
That'd probably be who.
Who
It's
wants
an
Gobert?
expiring, I think, or is it an expiring?
Yeah, he's on the last year of his deal. He usually plays really well in the last year of his deal.
I mean, Ant's having a good year, straight up. 28 points, 5 boards, 4 assists on 48% from the field and 38% from 3. The shooting could be better.
I mean, I tell you what, when Randall has it going, he's one of my favorite players to watch because he just has
Hold
such
on,
a
let's
crazy
look up
skill
Julius's
set for like a
stats.
big guy like that. Like his handle's quick. He's quick, but he's strong. So he'll like beat you to a spot and body you out of the way. Like when he has one of those games, it's so much fun to watch. But
I mean,
I just
Julius
don't.
is having a good year, too.
Who is?
Julius, 24 points, 8 boards, 6 assists on 52% from the field, 36% from 3.
Oh, so he's out playing Ant this year then.
I mean, all around, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not shooting the long ball well.
But I mean, that
He's
comes.
never really.
He's
They
had
have
a
zero
whole
bench.
career.
Yeah, like who's coming? I mean, it's from what they have. They have Anthony Edwards, Shaden McDaniels, Julius Randle, and like that is it. I mean, Nas Reed is there? Is he on a milk carton somewhere? Like, where is he?
He hasn't been here since that 6th man of the year. He hasn't showed up. I mean, this is like what I was saying in the over-unders pod that we did at the beginning of the year. Like, they're so top-heavy that, like, one injury, they're fucked for a week.
Yeah, their bench
they're
is tough.
They're in tough shape. What is it,
Listen,
Jacob?
Dude, it's Naz, Jalen Clark, Dillingham, Bones Highland. Funny enough, they're on the same team. Terrence Shannon. There's just a bunch of people you've never heard of. Joan Byrne or Leonard Miller, Joe Ingles,
Oh, nice.
Johnny
Jesus.
Jazang. Yeah, it's like they don't have a quality bench whatsoever. Probably one of the worst in the league, honestly.
Yeah,
And it's funny because they have a 6-man of the year type player with the worst bench around him. He hasn't performed like that. But I know it's tough with the Timberwolves. It's like you're saying, Ant's going to get his own. I feel like Julius is also a player that they're designed to get their own stats regardless of how the team's doing. So it's like I feel like they need a player to like bring it all together in a cohesive way. Like those two players feel like the type that will get their points regardless of what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna ISO and do their own thing. Like I feel like I don't know. Ant's just gonna get his shots up regardless. They have no offensive flow. I feel like when I watch them.
and I think that's kind of. It's interesting you say that because I agree with everything you said, but like I think I also agree with Steve where it's like, okay, when do we start looking inward, being like, what are you? Like what are you going to be here? Are you going to be that guy who can, do everything, or are you going to be the guy who just gets like, he just puts his buckets up and hoops and will dunk on a guy 3 times a year and make a highlight reel? I don't know. Like I feel like they're kind of similar to us, but they play in a much harder conference. And obviously they have a higher floor because of just the amount of sheer starters they have. I mean, this is a team that's supposed to contend in the West, and they are not close. And I don't know what they can do to get close. But anyhow, before we wrap that up, anything else on the Celtics? Let's just wrap that in a bow. All right, to look ahead, because we're playing Minnesota in this upcoming week, we got obviously a very hard game, especially with no Nimi Keita, a huge test of a game. You got the red-hot 13-win Detroit Pistons and the NBA Cup finale. We're pretty much already out of the race here. Like, I don't think we're going to make it past group stage. We're second to last place, and minus 20-point differential. So I think if you wanted to get back, you'd have to blow the Pistons out, and that's highly unlikely, especially
We needed to
without
blow up the
Keita.
Nets to get really back into the race, and we lost that game. So we did the exact opposite of that.
Yeah. So you got the Pistons coming here. That's going to be an ugly game, I think. And then you got Minnesota. We fly out to Minnesota, the aforementioned Timberwolves. Like we said, that's a team that's just going to be hard to read on a night-to-night basis and implode. So if we can, I think that's a winnable game. Then we fly out to Cleveland. a team that is better than you but is struggling on a night-to-night basis. They're missing 2 of their starters, so gettable. They're in a weird spot, Cleveland. I kind of want to talk about them too. And then you got the Knicks flying in the Boston, and that's all. That's going to be a knockdown drag out, guys.
You got 3 games that you on paper should lose. Like, actually, you have 4 games on paper you should probably lose.
Yeah, you should lose. You're going to be dogging, I think, all of these games. Maybe not.
You're a 3-point
depending
dog
on
the Pistons right now, and I would probably take the Pistons to cover that.
We're 3-point dogs against the Pistons.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really low.
Yeah, I would have thought a lot worse than that.
Yeah,
That's an early. I'm gonna fucking slam that line because I think we're gonna lose by like 20.
yeah, 3's kind of nuts.
30-point triple-double against us. Like, I think it's going to be bad.
Jalen Duren's going to have a triple-double. Like, he's just going to do everything. Yeah.
You might have a
Him and
triple-double on blocks. I mean, Jesus Christ.
And then Minnesota, you do not match up well with just sheer size.
I mean, I just saw they got Amari Williams just got activated from Maine to come to the Celtics. So I can't wait to see him sitting on the bench and not getting any minutes because Joe won't play anybody other than fucking like 4 guys a night.
Well, I don't know if you can be like that.
I mean, I can. I watched Michael Porter Jr. lighten you up for like fucking 33 points, and Chris Boucher was stapled to the end of the bench. And Hugo didn't play till the 4th fucking quarter, and that game you were flat. So yeah, I can say that.
But you lost that game because you lost your offensive player for a quarter and a half in the second half. Like,
Yeah,
that's why you lost that game.
We were in the same play 3 times for Michael Porter Jr. and you scored 8 points on it. So I mean, like, you should probably put out a guy that can match up with him size wise. Like, not have fucking Simons chasing him around screens. Like, I don't know.
In the microcosm of it, I get what you're saying, and I agree, but Michael Porter Jr. can put up 33 points all he wants. That's not winning any games. I feel like that's what Missoula was kind of talking about. Well, no, what won that game is that we didn't score over 100 points.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're not going to have guys out there that can score, you got to put a guy out there who can at least slow them down.
Yeah. I almost kind of want to overlook that game. Something about it just doesn't sit right. It was just a really bad game.
It was a really flat game for everybody, but it's like you have guys on the bench who are straight up energy guys, and they were stapled there till the 4th quarter. Like, Hugo didn't get a minute until the 4th quarter, and the first thing he did was blow up that Michael Porter Jr. play. And it was like,
I see this. Somebody said lack of Boucher was very disappointing. Are you sure about that? Who put that?
For the Nets game, that's what I was feeling.
You've liked what you've seen out of Boucher?
I mean, I think that he would have been a great matchup for that. Because that team has size. Like, that was one thing that we're getting beat up with. Claxton had a triple-double that game.
He couldn't stay out on the floor against the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, the Magic were also playing small in that, too. They didn't have a center. They didn't play Wendell Carter. He didn't play. Like, Jonathan.
There's nothing small about the Magic. It's Tyus Jones and 6'8" guys.
Yeah, I just didn't. I saw a good matchup for Boucher in that series, in the Nets game. I mean, I thought he could have matched up well. I mean, it's the same size as Claxton. At least throw something out there different to slow him down, because nothing you did all night slowed them down.
Yeah, not a shooting threat. So in theory, defensive assignment should be easier.
Yeah, or he's a good perimeter defender. Put him out there with Michael Porter Jr. You get some length.
He was not a good perimeter defender against the Magic.
There was nothing bothering Porter Jr. on that jump shot all night.
I don't know, though. I think the perimeter defense stuff is sketchy with Boucher, and I think
part of it is
Joe knows that
too. I think part of it's lack of playing and understanding the system, because like, he's not getting any minutes. He's just some of Joe's substitutions just driving up the wall.
I get it, but Boucher has just been bad, dude. Like, he's just been bad. It's straight up. It's fine.
Different. Like, as soon as Cody goes down, you have to do something different. I mean, Garza didn't get any minutes that game either.
We did. He put up Boucher, but Boucher, he played himself out of the minutes, and the rest of the time with the Walsh, who didn't do shit all game, but was at least high energy defense, and Minot.
Well, that was the Magic game, but in the Nets game, we didn't even get off the bench. That's what I'm saying. The Nets game, we needed a guy who had energy, and like he didn't get off the bench in that game. So.
Well, listen, maybe you're right. I have not liked what I've seen all year out of him, and who knows if he could have performed. Maybe he could have made a difference. The difference maker was that Brown got himself into 5 quick fouls.
That was a whistle that night too for Brown. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand how you can watch that 5th foul too and call it on Brown after he got wrapped up.
I mean, what were the refs thinking? Like, yeah, the best player on the court, let's just get him out of the game so nobody has a reason to watch.
The refs want to go home fucking early, probably.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to do it. We certainly weren't stopping the Nets, but
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but you're probably going to see some Boucher in the next couple of games if Cater doesn't come
Oh,
back.
yeah. No, I'm fully prepared for that. I think it's gonna be a tall task.
I want to see Williams out there. I really want to see Amari Williams out there, but I mean,
That's what I'm about.
I would feel so bad for his first NBA game to be like, hey, have fun with Jalen Duren.
Yeah, you're getting Jalen Duren, and also you're gonna go against the one of the greatest defensive centers of all time, probably.
Yeah, and then guess what? When you get in a fucking pick and roll, their fucking guard is 6'9" as well. So like, let's try and figure that one out. Like the guy's playing the top 5 level tonight. This.
Oh, and guess what? After the Minnesota game, the second night of a back-to-back, you're going up against the current reigning defensive player of the year. Like that's an ugly matchup for us. You could go 0-4.
You almost hope
honestly
some blowouts just so you can see Amari Williams definitely get some run and some NBA minutes.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's gonna. I mean, we ain't gonna be blowing anybody out. I don't think.
That's what I mean. Like we would have to be the ones getting blown out. We don't. The way our defense plays, we don't get blown out.
Yeah,
with no Nemo, would it be needed though for a blowout? I feel like with no Nemi, like he might just get time anyways. Because like you were saying, maybe that's why he's getting called up. We have a big stretch of like a team of a lot of bigs coming up. So maybe like he just has to get minutes. Like because look at the size we're coming up against these next like Timberwolves. Like you're saying, like the Pistons first, obviously, and then like the Cavs, like the double big lineup too. If Allen's back, like a lot of fucking size.
Every one of these teams has a double big. Besides, Detroit. Even Detroit has a double big with beef stew. It's like, yeah, you're in some real trouble.
Yeah, probably 3 of the bigger teams in the league, honestly.
I just don't know if Joe's actually going to play him or not. Because like this will be like the time that we get to see Boucher and Tillman.
I mean, you can't predict the future. I hear that, but just by attrition, I think we're going to be seeing some Amari Williams. It's just,
I'm just basing it off of like past patterns of Joe's substitutions. I don't think he's going to get in. I think he's just there in case a couple guys get hurt.
I just, I don't know. I mean, there's obviously you can nitpick every coach's strategy on a night-to-night basis, besides maybe Mark Daigneault. But like, I just feel like you're being a bit hard on our guy Joe.
I love this. This is literally the only thing that drives me up the wall about Joe. Other than that, I love Joe's offensive philosophies. I love that they've really locked down on rebounding. They went from like the worst rebounding team I think I've ever seen in the first couple of games to now being like a really good rebounding team. Like I think that he does.
I mean, we're like arguably the best offensive rebounding team in the league.
Yeah, the offensive rebounding I think is a great idea to try and create extra possessions because we need them. Obviously, we're not a crazy good offensive team. And I love a lot of the stuff he does, but the one thing that just has been driving me crazy is the substitutions. I mean, you're also like you're not helping these guys out. Like the first 4 weeks of the year, like 1 week it was Minot starting all week, then the next week it was Hugo, and the next week it was Hauser. Hauser's coming for a week straight starting. And like you're just not helping any of these guys with their mentality when they don't know whether am I starting tonight? Am I going to come off the bench and play 30 minutes? Am I not going to come off the bench? Like,
well, we've always been a team that has fucked with the starting rotation on a night-to-night basis. We've always done that.
Even when Joe didn't really have a choice with it because your starting rotation was.
Well, you had 2 locked up immediately, but we definitely with KP's availability and Drew's availability, we definitely did a lot of toying with the. I'm just saying.
It wasn't as much toying as it is now. I mean, because like if KP was out, then it was Al. If they were both out, then it was Luke. Like there was a set lineup. Now it feels like there's not really a set lineup for anything. It's like there's no set hierarchy of players and where they are in the system, which I think is kind of fucking with guys.
I disagree a bit in a sense that obviously all of your guys who are NBA rotation play, they're NBA players. Jalen, Derek, Nemi, Payton, Anthony, they get their minutes. They get minutes. Anthony, they all get their standard minutes. They might get more or less depending on how they're playing. But you've seen guys like Minot and Walsh get sustained minutes now. Now we're getting sort of a track record. These guys they played themselves into more minutes. And I think Missoula is letting that sort of shape up.
It's been shaping up.
Show me something out there.
It's been shaping up better, but the first couple of weeks it was like Walsh. We didn't see Walsh for the first like 6-7 games of the year.
Yeah, who knows why that was?
Getting any look at all? Like he should have been getting some kind of a look, anyways. But it's.
I mean, he's getting his looks now, and he's
getting looks now. But I mean, now you're looking at guys like Hauser's not getting any looks. And it's like
House is getting his minutes too.
not as much as I think he should be.
Well, he hasn't been playing well, Steve. He just straight up has been kind of bad.
I think that's going to get into rhythm. A lot of these guys need a rhythm, and the rhythm's being thrown off by these substitution patterns.
I don't know. I kind of want to zig on your zag there. I think for what the assignment is, Missoula's done actually a fairly pretty good job.
I didn't say he was doing a bad job. I don't know. The substitutions are driving up a wall.
I don't know. Jacob, tiebreaker, what are your thoughts?
I think it's just a tough I think Steve is right in some ways, but also like you're saying, like like I think what you're saying last week, it's honestly like a good season for Joe because it's such a tough situation that it's hard to excuse him with what our talent is. And like you're saying, I think he's doing adjustments to adjust to it, like the offensive rebounding and now finding more of a groove for these high. Now that now our identity is shaping up a bit more. That we're a tenacious, fast defensive team where we're seeing Walsh and Minot get way more minutes, and it's starting to make more sense. But I agree that it took a bit, which it shouldn't have, because I feel like that could have been figured out before the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, live bullets are always a bit, everybody has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth and then pick up the pieces, right? But yeah, I think Jacob, you nailed it. I think that's exactly right. The assignment put you at such a negative start that I think he's actually done a very good job. And now you're seeing the identity kind of firm up
a little. Yeah, we're in our bus crash season right now. Like, what if our best player doesn't get to play for a whole year, or we're in that? What happens? We're literally in the worst case scenario.
And it turns out Missoula is able to coach this team to like just above average. Like, I think this team could beat anybody on a nightly basis, anybody, and I mean that. And I also think that at times they can look like one of the worst teams in the league. There's a lot of disparity in between who you're getting on a night-to-night basis, and I think Missoula to keep steering this ship, at least for now, in a positive direction, above 500, even slightly, and competitive. At least you're competitive on a night-to-night basis. That's just a win. That's just a win.
And if we're like, after these 3 games, if we go 1-2 or 2-1, honestly, kind of a win. Like if we're 500 after this stretch, I consider that a win. That's for sure. If we're slightly
huge
above.
Win.
Yeah, like, and that'll be pretty. Well, I'll have to be watching Joe closely to stretch because he's gonna have to coach above his talent level basically. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario for the look ahead is 500, right, guys? Like, I think that's just for this stretch of games. If you get 500, win.
I'd be pumped.
Anything better than that, that's just like, okay, now what are we talking about here? Like if we go like 3-1, or if we fucking sweep, for Christ's sakes, I'll be starting to talk a little bit reckless. Like, how's that Achilles, Tatum? We got some space here. Let's do something.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to be one of the only teams that have beaten the Pistons too. It's so funny. They're kind of like, it's people online are like, oh, the Thunder are on track to beat the Warriors record. It's like, kind of the Pistons technically are math wise too, but you just don't want to give it to them because you don't think they're gonna do that. But yeah, like, but they are what 15-2 or no, I don't even know. I forgot exactly, but I know it's something and 2 right now. It's pretty insane. Largest win streak in team history.
Yeah,
definitely,
everything's
definitely
good.
Awesome.
I don't know why Pistons couldn't do it. What are they doing?
Wing depth is wing depth is an issue. Shooting is an issue at times.
I mean, look, you also playing in the East too, though.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, no, I think they can.
Yeah,
I mean, you're gonna have some good luck playing against some of the teams in the West when you can be down a couple of guys against some of these teams in the East and still beat them. So,
yeah, I mean, good for Detroit. I actually kind of like seeing Detroit having a good year after
they deserve it.
Basically 20 years of sucking.
It's been brutal to watch Detroit for the last 20 years, so it's great to see them. They that city and those fans deserve it because they go through more shit than anybody for no reason, right?
I mean, all the ups and downs they've been through. Jesus, Dwight. Yeah, I'm not Dwight. Did Dwight Howard play for the Pistons?
No.
No, I was gonna say. He played for a shit ton of teams down the stretch there at the end, but Blake Griffin is what I meant. Like, that was kind of a huge swing and miss to set them back.
Blake Griffin carried them to a 50-win year.
Yeah, that's lost in history.
He fucked up.
Really? I don't remember that.
He fucked up his knee.
Top 5 in MVP.
He was playing on a bad knee for like the whole year. Just completely fucked his shit up, and he was never the same player after that.
Yeah.
Wow, that is Lost Age. That's like I don't remember that at all.
He was a dog.
I thought he like immediately got hurt when he went to Detroit.
No, he had
After
one
signed his deal.
he had like one spiteful, very good year. It felt like he was like, "Fuck you, Clippers," and then like Steve saying, never was again. He was top 3 or top 5 in MVP that year even.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree though. Pistons are, if you're like a classic 80s or 70s type team and you're not in our conference, they're in our conference. You're not in our division. If you're not in our conference, helps even more. Like if the Trailblazers get good again, I'll be happy. Like that's a team that I kind of feel good about getting good. Same with the Rockets. I see the Rockets getting good. It just does something. It sucks when teams that are historical are sucky. Pistons are kind of in that area for me where I'm like, okay, Knicks aren't, but it kind of, Sixers aren't. I'm never happy if the Sixers are good, but there's some where I'm like, I can actually be happy for, even if they're in the Eastern Conference Final. I feel like the Pacers are sort of like that for me too. I don't know why. I feel like maybe they're an underdog in the 90s so much.
Yeah,
but
like early 90s teams that were good.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, Blake Griffin and
because the Celtics weren't.
19,
Actually, early 90s we were.
Detroit
90s we were.
Season played 75 games, 24 and a half, 5.5 assists, 7.5 rebounds.
This is Blake
Yeah.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
24, 5, and 7. Is that what you said?
Yeah, 24 and a half, 5.5, 7.5. Played
NBA 's gotten
65
insane.
games that year too.
Jesus. What did he finish?
Fifth.
Did he get any accolades? All
Yeah.
NBA?
Third team All NBA and an All-Star.
Interesting.
I mean, to be fair, 2018, 2019, I mean, trying to make first team All NBA in that time was pretty tough. Like this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's incredible that he even made it.
I mean, right now he wouldn't like it's tough now. I feel like it's getting even harder. Like those stats are so good, but they're like not even that crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
yeah.
Like think about
That's
all
like
the
Julius
players that
Randle on a
average
bad
that.
night.
Exactly, dude. I'm like, what the heck, dude? Like the talent is getting insane right now. Like I don't even know that. I don't know if that even make that. That'd be a fringe third team now. Maybe not even. Who knows?
Yeah.
That Detroit
I mean,
was problems that year too. That was a good team. I mean, Tatum hit a game winner over Blake, and he made him look really fucking dumb in one game. But that was, other than that, like they were tight games every time.
think they ever talked about it when they were on the same team?
I always wondered that. Like I thought about that all the time. Like you think that like Tatum ever brings up the fact that he like crossed up Drew when he was on the Pelicans so bad? Or
Hey,
if, like,
remember that time I
Jalen talked
busted
to
your ass?
Porzingis about how he dunked on him lefty when he was on the Knicks, or like Tatum brings up dunking on Horford.
Yeah, dude. Do you think Drew and Dame talk about how Drew ruined his life? Do you remember that? Remember that Pelican
playoff
series? Yeah, that's one of my favorite teams ever, dude. Drew, Rondo, and AD, and I think Boogie was on that team, but he was hurt.
But he was hurt.
But
He blew his
yeah, but
Achilles
like
out.
that team in general, like the fact they were the 6th seed and swept the 3 seed, like insane. Like that's so embarrassing for. I remember CJ and Dame were down bad after that, and now they're teammates.
I think that Pelicans team, if Boogie doesn't get hurt, I think they win the championship that year.
It would have been such a fun team.
They were like, would they have to split the MVP award? Like between AD and Boogie, they were both MVP like front runners.
I mean, fucking before Boogie got hurt, he was 26, 12, and 7. Like that's fucking elite numbers.
Yeah, like he was. I remember the first year I ever played fantasy basketball. And he was like my first pick, and I was like, hell yeah! And then obviously,
and then you're like, hell no.
Halfway through the season, it was like an innocuous like. I think he was either like taking a fadeaway or a step away jumper off, and it just popped, and I was like, oh, well, there it goes.
Oh my! On that team, you got Marco Bellinelli,
Tyreek Evans,
team 2. I think Tyreek Evans was gone by then.
I guess this is a perfect segue into our next topic, as we're talking Blake Griffin and Pelicans, New Orleans. But yeah, Chris Paul, Steve's favorite player of all time, decides to hang it up after the end of this year, which will be his 21st season in the NBA. CP3, I mean, polarizing at the very least. But one thing you can't say is that he wasn't one of the greatest of all time. Steve, you have the floor.
I can say that. I can for damn sure say that.
He's one of the greatest players to ever play the game of basketball.
He's one of the most skilled players I've ever seen play the game of basketball. It doesn't make you the greatest, though.
One of.
Steve, do you have to give him credit for 9 All-NBA defense teams, though?
I think Tyreek Evans is one of the greatest players to ever play basketball, too, because he was in the NBA at some point. So what's the parameters on one of the greatest here?
Well, he's on the 75th anniversary team.
I mean, Kyrie.
Pre-selective honors.
Do you think Kyrie should have been on that?
Kyrie's one of the best point guards to ever play the game of basketball.
Like, he's not on the All-70.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
I'm pretty sure he made it.
No, he didn't make it. And there was a big thing about it because they're like, oh, this is politics that kept him off the list. Or
Well, no, it's just he didn't play for like half his career. But
yeah, I mean, like you were, so it was fucking,
otherwise, he would be.
yeah, he had one of the biggest shots in NBA history.
And he's easily the most skilled ball handler I've ever seen.
One of the greatest players in NBA history. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, this is about Chris Paul. Don't divert, Steve.
Trying to get our parameters down here. All right.
So Chris Paul, 20 after what will be 21. He's not playing well this year. He's 40 years old,
Sure.
but he's probably going to see his minutes uptick here as the Clippers are going full tank, maybe. Anyhow, 12-time All-Star, 5-time assist champ, 6-time steal champ, 11-time All-NBA player, Rookie of the Year, 9-time All-Defense, second all-time career in assists and steals, and 36th all-time in points. 17 points on 47% from the field, 37 from 3, 4 boards, 9 assists, at 2 turnovers. That's his career's averages. Only ever made the NBA Finals once, never won. Polarizing. I mean, he's the most declarative statement I think you can make is that Chris Paul is arguably, if not the best player to never win an MVP / NBA Finals.
If you put MVP in there, then yeah.
Yeah, because Barkley won an MVP, but I think he's in a similar conversation to Barkley.
Well, no, I think Stockton's probably ahead of him.
Well, they're all in the same conversation to me. I actually think Chris Paul's better than John Stockton.
One of these guys is second all-time in assists and steals. The other one's number 1 in all-time in assists and steals. So I don't know how you...
Yeah, and one played with Karl Malone, and one
Okay, well,
did
how
not.
do you explain the steals then?
Fine, the steals,
I mean,
but they also played in a lot more difficult of a time to play defense. Like Chris Paul played in a very difficult era to play defense.
Okay. Now we're just comping Chris Paul here. Okay.
What do you mean comping? I'm just telling you the facts.
I don't know.
You could hand check for fucking half Stockton's career. I mean, come on. Like, you could punch people and not get thrown out of the game.
I don't understand how you don't think John Stockton is better than Chris Paul.
I mean, just scoring the ball. Paul is a better scorer of the ball.
What were the numbers for Stockton?
And I guess this is another part of the overarching conversation. Is Chris Paul a top 5 point guard of all time? John Stockton, 13 points, 10.5 assists, 2 steals per game on 38% from the 3-point line. So, yeah, Paul's averaging
of all time,
6.
Fucking 90s. Jesus Christ, 38% from 3.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He could shoot the ball, but, Paul scored the ball better.
Chris Paul's 50
and more efficiently.
Chris Paul's 50, 40, 90, yeah. But I still don't understand. Number 1 all time in assists and steals. I just don't understand. I can't put the guy who's second to him by a fucking long shot, too. Like, it's not even close.
But you're taking all context out. Of course, that's why you can't do it. You're not contextualizing the facts.
Well, yeah. I don't need to contextualize.
CP3 never played with anybody as good as Karl Malone in their primes.
I also dare you to watch tape of Jazz games and be like, yeah, this is the better than Chris Paul. I dare you to watch Jazz tape. You'll be very bored for an hour because it is awful to watch 80s and 90s basketball in regular games. Honestly.
Yeah, you want to watch a lot of back to the basket.
Yes.
Big man possessions.
I love back to the basket. I watch Al Jefferson highlights for fun, brother. I'll watch.
Well,
I do love Al Jeff, true.
Al Jefferson's highlights are the best to watch because he never uses his left hand and he still scores fucking 25 a game.
But I mean, Chris Paul with 9 all defensive, 5 assist champions, 6 steal champions. It's pretty insane. 11 all NBA. Like, he kind of one of the better pure point guards ever. To have half of a decade of assist champ and more than a half of a decade for steals champ is pretty insane. I think, honestly, if you mix in his defense, Steve, he does go above Russell Westbrook.
No,
you think Russell Westbrook's capable of 6-time steal champion, 9? You think that Russell's that much better on offense that it makes up for 9 defensive teams?
And also, like,
no.
Why?
Too. Look at the rebound.
You got to look at efficiency.
Rebounding.
if you're talking about someone with the play style that can't win at the largest stage, Russell's one of those too.
Yeah,
The
but
efficiency numbers would kill you.
Yeah,
we're still talking about two guys.
you're just talking about who you like more.
No,
Yeah,
so I think
you're-
Russell Westbrook got an MVP. He averaged a triple double for 2 straight years. Like I don't think that we can put Chris Paul in that.
Has Chris Paul ever played with a guy as good as Kevin Durant?
Has Chris Paul ever averaged 10 rebounds a game?
He's also about a foot shorter than Russell Westbrook.
He also has more All NBAs.
Who cares about how small he is?
That factors into it. He's 6 feet tall at best, and he was averaging these numbers.
Wait, LeBron's all-time scoring championship and just give it to whoever's the shortest guy who could score the most?
No, but you have to admit it is impressive when a shorter guy does play well, like at everything.
Also, he's not that much shorter than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's like 6'4", 6'5". Chris Paul's 6'1", so
he's not 6'1". He's 6 feet maybe. He's diminutive out there. He's like Payton Pritchard.
Russell Westbrook is a career 21, 7, and 8. Like I don't know how we could put 14, 4, and 8, 9 above 21, 7, and 8.
There's one guy doesn't have one All NBA defensive team. The other one has 9. Russell's never made one.
One guy's got
Russell's arguably been a negative defender most of his career.
One guy's got an MVP too.
So the MVP wipes out 9 years of All NBA defense in an era where that was like kind of very important.
Yeah, you could. I think it does. For sure.
I think 9 All NBA defenses trumps 1 MVP.
Agreed.
Yeah, like your peak can't that's almost a decade of top defender in the league.
And he played in the same league as Rajon Rondo at the same position, and Rajon Rondo is widely considered one of the best defensive point guards to ever play the game.
Rondo was considered one of the guys who would turn the switch on and off when he felt like it on defense. Like we know that.
Well, but that's another thing is consistency, and Chris Paul has done it for 20 years. Well, besides the last few.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think about
we just want you to admit that you don't like the guy, and that basically biases you throughout the conversation.
It's not it's biasing me over 21, 7, and 8. Like that's a better player.
Fine. I guess it's kind of fair, the Russell Westbrook and CP3 debate, because Russell's still doing it.
Yeah.
Pretty well, but it's just like in their primes.
I mean, Russell Westbrook's got 9 All-NBA teams. And Chris Paul got 11?
He also played on teams with Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka. Like, he played on really good defensive teams. Thabo Cephalosha was like a fringe bench player.
The Lob City Clippers weren't a good defensive team with Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. And Matt Bumble.
I mean, yeah, there was good defensive players throughout that tank, but
Beverly was playing on that team too when Pat Beverly was actually relevant and not beating up his little sister for sleeping with a fucking guy.
They wouldn't play. I mean, it's different.
Bradley was on that Clippers team at one point too
for like a year.
I don't. Yeah,
I don't know. I think you're just
for that stretch of 11 All NBAs, him to get also 9 All NBA defensive teams is just insane. To be on both for 9 of those seasons straight is insane. And
if we were talking about the NBA, if an alien came down and you were talking about the NBA, you would have to bring up Russell Westbrook to explain the NBA. I don't think you would have.
You would have to do the same for Chris Paul.
I don't think you would have to. I think that you could talk about the history of the NBA without talking about him.
So who led the Phoenix Suns to an NBA Finals?
Devin Booker, like we talked about earlier.
And who was the 1B on that team?
It's probably Chris Paul, but
yeah,
there's no probably
in his mid-30s too.
I mean, yeah, like we talk about. Russell
was it DeAndre Ayton, Steve, another guy you love?
Chris Paul got an MVP, or Westbrook's got an MVP. You got to bring that up before you bring up. Oh, he made it to 1 NBA championship. I mean, he choked away how many 3-2 leads with the Clippers?
So 1 MVP makes you more valuable of a player
all time,
career-wise, than sustained dominance for.
Maybe you're gonna have a tough discussion at the end of Joel Embiid's career, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Tatum, just fast forward 20 years. Like what? He just wasn't one of the most impactful guys to ever play the game.
Well, if we're just talking about singular positions, then like you're talking about centers, then yeah, you don't have to talk about Joel Embiid because he had 1 MVP year. But if you're talking about like small forwards, like Jason Tatum was also playing in with LeBron for all these years at the same position. Like
Chris Paul played with against LeBron.
No, at the same position though. If you're talking about positionally,
Steve is
at the same position.
Steve is Derrick Rose better than Chris Paul all the time?
Derrick Rose is going to be one of 2 guys ever to win an MVP and not make the Hall of Fame. So,
but your point's immediately. You could tell the story of the NBA without. Well, you can't. But Derrick Rose is not a better player ever than Chris Paul.
No, but
Maybe for one stretch of games.
Yeah, but you got like Apple picked like one or two guys that won MVPs, like, and you could say they're not as good as Chris Paul, but because of injuries,
I just picked
you
other point. I picked a point guard.
Guys that didn't play actual full careers. Like you didn't pick two guys that won MVP and played full careers.
But like your point is that one MVP makes up for 9 times.
Well, one MVP,
and our main point is that consistency is way more valuable than one flash in the pan.
Well, it's not one flash in the pan for a guy who for 14 years is averaging 21, 7, and 8. That's not a flash in the pan.
No, but we're not talking about Russell. Like Russell Westbrook is a fair comparison.
Yeah.
To Chris Paul. But Chris Paul has done it for a lot.
Russell Westbrook is better than Chris Paul because he's got an MVP and he's done
nothing else more.
He's done nothing else more, but he's averaging more.
He scored the ball more, Steve. That's all he's done more.
But you got to think about it. Yeah.
And he didn't even score it by that much more. He scored four more points.
I think
and crashed the boards.
All time, I think he's probably higher on the all-time points list than Chris Paul is too.
So give us your top 5 point guards.
In no particular order, you got Stockton.
Wow. No, I want you to order them.
Well, let me think about it for a second here.
Well, one should be a no-brainer.
Yeah, Stockton.
Wrong. Magic Johnson.
Stockton's 1. Johnson's 2.
John Stockton's better than Magic Johnson?
If you're talking about just being
better than Curry too.
If you're just talking about just being a point guard, like if you want to talk about as a player, then it's Steph's 1.
Wait, what? No. Top 5 point guards of all time. Magic Johnson was a point guard. I know he's 6'7".
Well, but he gets. You said I can't use Russell Westbrook's rebounding as an advantage because he's bigger than Chris Paul.
You can. You're going to. You're going to do it in this very same sentence. Right, you're going to try and say Russell Westbrook was a better player.
All right, so your top 5 point guards are going to be Steph, Magic, John Stockton, Oscar Robertson, Isaiah Thomas. I would take all those guys over Chris Paul.
Jacob, what's yours?
It's so hard. Like the Oscar and IT just, it's so long ago. It's just so hard, especially with Oscar. I'd honestly, that is a solid top 5. Wait,
did you put Russell Westbrook in the top 5?
No, because I would put him outside the top 5, but I'd also put Chris Paul outside the top 5.
So Russell Westbrook's not a better player than John Stockton to you?
No, not all time, no.
He has an MVP.
John Stockton.
What else is Stockton doing better than him?
He's got 2 finals appearances, and he's number 1 all time in assists and steals, so that'll get you there.
Your arguments are full of fallacies and holes. Sorry, Jacob, what was your top 5?
No, I mean, I kind of agree. I just think it's so, like, I always run into that if I'm going to put a modern guy over Oscar, but then you look at Oscar's, like, it's just, I don't know, it's so hard to put a guy from the 70s anywhere, but he legitimately has. I'd agree with that top 5, honestly. It's like, I think it's a debate of IT or Oscar at 4 or 5, and then, like, I think the slew of newer guys that just beyond that with, like, CP and Russell and Steve Nash, and yeah.
Well, here's my list, and this is definitive, and you guys are all wrong otherwise. It's Steph Curry, Magic, Chris Paul, Oscar Robertson, and John Stockton.
Oscar Robertson's so much better than Chris Paul.
Maybe that's a fallacy in my own argument, but fine. Just swap their positions.
You put Chris Paul above Isaiah Thomas?
Yeah.
2-time champion, Isaiah Thomas, finals MVP, Isaiah Thomas.
I might slide out Stockton for Isaiah Thomas.
I just don't see it. It's not like we're talking about like fucking John Stockton, like he was kind of a scrub. He's a 5-time all defensive selection.
How many was Chris Paul again?
He got 9.
Exactly.
How many fewer assists does Chris Paul have?
And you have Stockton rated higher than Chris Paul.
I do. He's got number 1 all time in assists and steals. You can't like take that away from a guy.
Yeah, but it's not like he's blowing him away in the category. He's right behind him.
No, he's blowing him away.
I think he's definitely probably close in steals at least. I feel like assist is pretty big. But...
Yeah, assist is going to be so hard because he's just played with Karl Malone, dude. He's played with one of the best scorers to ever play the game.
I gotta set the guy up. And also, this is the Tom Brady, Bill Belichick argument. Like, would Karl Malone have as many points as he does without John Stockton? I don't know.
No, this is like a Julian Edelman. This is like a Tom Brady, Julian Edelman argument. Tom Brady is Karl Malone, Stockton is Julian Edelman. I mean, it's vice versa because one's the quarterback, but it's just like you could probably have swapped any other any wide receiver like a Wes Welker or Brandon Cooks, any other of those guys that we won championships with in the Edelman role, we still probably would have been fine because they played with Tom Brady / Karl Malone. Like that's the analogy.
It's in italics. Karl Malone's name's in italics and -5 font at all times when you say it.
Yeah, it's fucking redacted. Put the fucking censor bar over our mouths every time it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the guy. He's a bad dude, but hell of a ball player. Like, I just can't deny that. I mean, his name's on the list.
He was a monster. I don't watch his highlights back, but it would be fun if I could.
Yeah, the sharpest fucking elbows in the league.
Like, if you swap out John Stockton for Chris Paul, Michael Jordan is not a 6-time champion, right?
No.
Well, maybe that's wrong.
I think
but
I don't think.
I don't know.
Oh, fucking John Stockton for like Oscar Robertson for them to beat that fucking team.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but like that's
supposed to be a big jump there.
But like Chris Paul would have, I guess, fine if you swap out one for the other. Chris Paul is the number one in assists and steals with a bullet. He's just a better player. More athletic.
I think somebody would have knocked Chris Paul unconscious back in the day if he played the way he plays today.
If anything, he's old school.
I know. I mean,
he's old school, but there's nobody in the league that fucking enforces anything when he plays.
Like, that's just what they used to do back in the day, is just injure people subtly.
Step under you, push you like back, hit you with an elbow.
Probably would have even raised an eyebrow at him. They would have been like, oh, yeah, it's just a point guard doing point guard things, getting under the people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just you don't like him, and that's fine.
I cannot put him in the top 5. I don't even think it's close. I might put him
you just 7. Don't like him.
I might put him 7. I might put him behind Steve Nash.
Well, you definitely would, because apparently an MVP is just like that is the drop dead.
I mean, I don't think
end of sentence.
Fucking 2 MVPs. I think he should only had 1, but
right,
for sure.
Probably should.
That's like I feel like that's one of like the least discussed topics, because I feel like people just, it's like kind of very quick. Like people are like, yeah, you should have 1, but not 2. Like I feel like that's not something people even really discuss anymore because it's been settled.
Yeah. Chris Paul. I mean, I'm kind of sad to see him go. It's the end of a childhood.
How much Chris Paul have you watched in the last couple of years? Because
not much.
He's been gone for a while.
Yeah,
it was fun to see him in Wemby.
Still, it's kind of just sad to be like it's over. I don't know. You know, it's just something about, maybe it's like more I'm being fake nostalgic about an era that didn't exist. But
I think it's more that we're getting old and we're just seeing guys that we grew up watching that are now retiring.
I mean, I'll cry when LeBron retires. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, the banana boat, dude. It's just Braun now.
And then there was one on the banana.
It's so funny looking at, like, there's like LeBron was drafted in 2003, and then like the next guy in the league was drafted in like 2007, and it was like Al Horford.
It's Mike Conley.
Yeah,
actually.
Somehow looks older than him.
Safe travels, Chris Paul. Godspeed.
What do we think he's gonna do? Do we think he tries to coach?
I hope not. He would be such a bad coach.
No, he wouldn't.
You've seen the way he treats fucking guys on his own team that he's playing with. You think he's going to treat them any better if they're players and he's a coach?
How does he treat guys on his team?
How many times do we see him just yelling at guys on the fucking bench, like yelling at DeAndre Jordan? Like,
yeah, sometimes those guys need to be yelled at.
I don't think he's going to be good. Like, I'm not going to, like, I'll give it to you that he's like probably a top 30 player all time.
So charitable.
Is that reasonable? Top 30?
I don't even know, honestly.
That's harder.
I have no idea. Yeah, honestly, we should make our own list.
I mean, I think that's 40 player all time. Like, none of those guys are good coaches. Like, guys that are up in that echelon, like, none of them go on to be good coaches or coach.
I mean, Isaiah Thomas was terrible.
Like, L.A. Bird was like the best example of somebody being decent.
Yeah, Jokic could. I feel Jokic could. I feel like it's a different type of person.
Yeah,
you're right. Chris Paul too could.
Chris Paul, no, I don't think he has the mentality for it. I think he's too competitive. He's gonna wear on guys too quickly in that situation. And when you're the coach, they're gonna get rid of you before the fucking players.
I mean, it's just like what separates him from Ime Udoka, besides obviously one was an incredible player and the other was Ime Udoka. Like, they're both fiery point guards from that era.
They're both bastard men.
I think there's a minutia to it, because like we saw Ime, he would call out guys in the media and call them dickheads, but there were certain guys that he wouldn't, because he knew, like, hey, if I call
he'd also fucked up,
shut down
the owner's wife or something, like whatever he did. Like he's not a good guy.
But I'm just saying, there's minutiae to it. Like, Ime was a coach for a long time before he was a head coach. Like, you can't just walk into a head coach and be like, well, look at Steve Nash. Like,
Well, he's a pop guy, right?
Coach. Jason Kidd was not a good head coach. He still isn't a good head coach.
What do you mean was not? Yeah.
Like,
he is not.
Forgetting that he's still employed. I do not understand how he's still employed, but I guess it's because Nico traded away fucking Luka Doncic.
I don't think it's his fault that happened. Yeah.
He's kind of stuck in a shit spot.
I mean, he went to the finals, so what, twice? He went twice?
Went once at least, obviously.
Once with the Mavs. I don't think he's coaching.
Who was the Bucks coach when they won? Was it Bud?
It was Bud when they won.
Yeah, it's Bud. Bud's one of those classic guys that wins a championship and immediately gets thrown into the trash.
Well, yeah, he fizzled out in Phoenix real quick.
What was the Raptors head coach that won the fucking coach of the year and then got fired while he was holding his
Dwayne Casey?
Yeah, he had to go to the ESPYs or whatever and get his award. He wasn't even the head coach anymore.
I think did Monty Williams have that too? Or that was the year after? Yeah, I think he won and then had.
Monty Williams got the absolute fucking bag from the Suns and then was absolute shit. Got canned out to the fucking Detroit, got another bag, and now they're good. No.
Yeah.
No, he went there and they sucked. Then he got kicked out of there too, and then they got fucking the guy now, and now they're fucking unbelievable.
They got Bickerstaff.
JB Bickerstaff, dude.
Yeah, I think the Cavs
they swapped coaches.
They're like, we don't like the it was kind of funny. That report was so funny. Like when we were talking about it, it's like, yeah, there's these guys trying to make us fucking run and practice and shit. So he's trying to discipline us, and like Donovan Mitchell wasn't having it or something, or other players too. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it seems to be working. He's got this young, feisty group of guys at 15-2 now, or whatever they're at.
There was only two good former players that. Well, no, I can't even say that because the cap was that you had to be a really good player. I was gonna say Phil Jackson, but Phil Jackson was never in anybody's top anything for players. But Bill Russell, Bill Russell also won fucking twice as a player coach, so he was also playing. So I don't know if we can really count that.
Well, what's his name? The Heat culture. What's his name?
Spoelstra?
No, the GM.
Oh, Riley.
Yeah,
but I'm saying you had to be like a really good NBA players don't make good head coaches. Riley, I don't think was ever like a top player in the league.
No.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's that trend continues until somebody breaks that trend. So maybe I don't know. I think he'll probably do broadcasting. Honestly, he's a State Farm guy.
I mean, I would love to watch him break down film. I mean, his basketball IQ is off the charts, but
then that's the thing that will make him a good coach. Well, but I guess your argument is the personality.
Yeah. I mean, Brad Stevens knew fucking Exeter was as good as anybody, but it just stopped working because it's hard to hold together a fucking locker room and all the minutia of that.
You have to get players to buy into who you are.
Ime does it a lot because I think his teams are young. I mean, I don't know if his coaching style would work on a veteran team. Like, you put him on Clippers, I think that Kawhi would tell him to go fuck himself, and fucking all the rest of the old heads over there would be like sitting in the corner ignoring him.
Guy who made Dwayne Casey's career. I think he was the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry, it was Nurse.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, another guy that kind of is just shitty after winning.
Yeah. He's just so fucking mid with his fucking dumbass look on his face all the time. He always looks like
Nick Nurse.
He's just always whining about something. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
And
that's your job, though.
At least Doc Rivers is funny. Doc Rivers is funny. Like when he gets shown, I'm like laughing. But Nick Nurse, you're right. I'm like, I hate this guy. Like, get him off my screen. Doc is funny. Like him.
Doc is unintentional comedy, though.
Yeah, him and then Darvin Ham being next to him, looking stone face next to Doc. Like after everything is hilarious. But yeah, Nick Nurse just annoys me, honestly.
Oh, he looks like an official's ear, but there's ways to do it. Nick Nurse looks like he's just whining the whole time.
Because he is, bro. He is for sure.
It looks like he's yelling at the ref. Like he doesn't look like he's whining at the ref, you know?
Yeah. But Joe is also the most likely to get into a fist fight with the ref. So I don't know if that's necessarily better.
No, I think Joe would probably tell one of Chris Boucher, "Hey, your time's up now. Like, come fight me so that I can fight somebody and not get thrown out of the league." There's no rules against fighting my own players.
Nah, I mean, I wanted to fight Chris Boucher when he was out there. But what other NBA storylines? Ja did nothing wrong. Who wrote that?
I wrote that.
Well, you have the floor.
Everybody's fucking crying because he told fucking Klay Thompson that he's washed now. And he didn't say anything wrong. Klay Thompson is washed now.
Yeah, but Klay's also right. Klay, like, I think he kind of walks out smelling like roses in that altercation, being like,
Well, everybody fucking loves Klay because I don't like Klay, but
no, I don't like Klay either. I think he's kind of a fucking twerp too, but he's
fucking
right
pop
with
as
Ja.
fuck. You're like, oh, Ja just sits on the bench and you're just wasting away your talent. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, dude, like, and you're washed.
Yep.
Like, I don't see like.
But that's like,
don't talk
you're
about
taking
like,
away from Klay. Klay's overcome a lot of obstacles in his career and done very well.
Certified Hall of Famer too.
Look like the second best point guard ever fucking play the game and play.
And he's arguably the better shooter of the two. Like on a heat check basis.
No, it's definitely Steph over him. I've never seen anybody shoot off the dribble the way Steph does.
I've never seen anybody catch and shoot like how Klay has.
Well, is anybody? I mean,
maybe Sam Hauser 2 years ago.
Steph was catching and shooting the way that. If Steph wasn't the primary creator, I think that he would be just as good of a catch and shooter.
It's another Brady Belichick thing, Steve. It's
also another like
you'll never know.
Whoa, like,
yeah, you'll never know.
I don't know.
All you'll know is that he's a 4-time champion.
Yeah, he loves to remind people of that. The fact that he rode those coattails with 4 titles.
You are a fucking hater, though. You are a crazy hater. I don't even like the guy. I hate Klay Thompson for what he did to my team in the finals. But goddamn it,
I don't care about like how he
gotta
played
respect
in the finals.
what he's done.
I just like when you're fucking bitching about like the Boston fans saying "fuck you, Draymond" and talking about have some class, Boston, when you're like backing a guy who literally lost you a finals for punching LeBron James in the balls. Like I don't know how how can you be so
but he's sticking up for his guy. He has to see Draymond every single day, not you.
Yeah, fucking. He's a baby. He's a big fucking baby.
And Draymond will fight about it, as we've come to find out.
Yeah, that's like apparently I don't know what dirt he has on the owners of the fucking Warriors that he still has a job.
But I do agree, Steve. Like I think both sentences were true, but I agree with you, Cody. I just think that Ja's reality is sadder because it's like sure, true. Klay is washed, but he also won many rings and was a part of a dynasty and is making the Hall of Fame. You might be washed by age 30, sir.
You might have never even been a thing to start. Like Klay has had a beginning, a middle, and now an end of his career. Like we know it's over for him. He is washed.
Yeah.
Ja's supposed to be on the uptick, and he is not even like left his rookie year.
Down. Yeah, this year is so bad.
Yes, both are right. One fact is far more prescient and impactful than the other.
Yeah.
I just don't like that every time you talk shit to Klay, like it's that he never tries to prove it on the court. He always just is like, I got
he has nothing to prove anymore.
Or like, oh, well, you're on the bench or whatever. It's like, dude, just go hit a couple threes and like show that you're not washed. Like you don't have to personally attack John Morant because he said that you're washed at basketball. Like you are washed.
They're both very incredibly annoying players, honestly.
Go home to Meg Thee Stallion and be happy, dude. Like, what the fuck are we fucking crying about here, dude?
He's also on a very bad team, Steve. Is it just a fact of is he completely washed or is the team just really bad? Really bad?
No, he's completely washed. I think the only
you can shoot the ball forever.
Apparently not. He doesn't shoot the ball right now.
Well, they ran Cooper for the first month and a half of the year. They ran Cooper Flag as a point guard.
I think that I think the only team that Klay Thompson would fucking work on would be the Nuggets at this point.
That is scary.
Is he washed or could he
well, that's
put in a better situation?
That's because Jokic can make anybody fucking work, though, except for Bones Highland.
Yeah. Well, right. You can't make that guy work. But then apparently nobody can.
Michael Porter fucking Jr. work until a fucking title. Like, I don't
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's another situation where you don't like the guy. I don't like any of these guys, but I feel like you're kind of missing the big picture from the fucking trees here. Like, who cares if Klay's washed or not? Klay, it doesn't matter. That's completely irrelevant to the calculus. John Morant has tanked his fucking career, basically, at 26.
Hey, I didn't say you're wrong about that.
Klay Thompson was a champion.
I think you're right, but also he wasn't wrong by saying he's washed.
Yeah.
John Morant is wrong in almost every situation.
Not this one. I will stand on that.
He is wrong, though, because he's clapping back at a guy saying you're washed when he should probably listen to the advice.
The guy didn't give him the advice first. He said you're washed first.
Okay, so he's the aggressor, which is even stupider.
You're talking shit to a guy in an NBA court. That's what it is. Like,
no, it's not. It's not. I mean, it isn't. It's not the 90s.
Paul Pierce that they don't love him like Kobe, and he's not going to get a retirement fucking runoff.
That is not
That's,
Ja Morant's place
talking
to
shit.
say that
That's what it
Klay's
is.
washed.
That's basketball.
I've hated Draymond ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I've hated Draymond for far long before that, but let's just
I
talk
don't know.
shit.
That was the worst. That was the first thing. I feel like afterwards, I feel like the crazy ball kicking was after, but that first one, that was the first time I was like, I really hate this guy. He's shitting on Paul Pierce.
Yeah,
That sucked.
I mean,
more impactful.
it's not Ja Morant's place to be the guy talking shit on a fucking awful team as the star and not playing. He was in street clothes when he said it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, fucking suit up.
you can talk shit forever. Like, it's fine. Just talk shit
Yeah,
back.
then you're no better than like Udonis Haslem, which is fine. But like, that's not what Ja Morant wants. That's not what anybody wants for Ja Morant.
Do you guys know what Josh shooting from 3 this year? 16.
Oh, wow.
It's
on a heater.
hideous.
He's on a heater compared to last time I checked.
Dude, holy crap. 47% true shooting.
Yeah, Jaws washed too, so I mean, you're allowed to be the pot
Washed.
out of black. I don't know.
You have to be something to be washed.
He was a crazy.
He's one of the more frustrating situations of all time, probably. As just like a
He's
general
getting
NBA
there.
fan, like just as a general NBA fan of what we were teased versus what we're getting now is like insane. Like I was fully ready for like the next coming of Derrick Rose, and now we're just getting this. You know what I mean? It's just so annoying.
What about any of these characters makes you want to like defend Ja Morant in this situation?
I was just getting annoyed looking at like Twitter and shit like that and how people were responding to it because people weren't making any like valid points. They were just saying, "Oh, you can't call him washed. He has 4 fucking championships and he's done this, that, and the third." It's like, yeah, well, Ja Morant, when he calls him washed, is not talking about how he played 5 years ago. He's talking about how he's playing that night.
Yeah, but
Which is
NBA Twitter is stupid. You shouldn't like. That's not. If you just look at the facts of the situation, the only salient point that was made is Klay Thompson's point, which is like, dude, we're starting to like get sad about your career and you're 26. Like, I might be washed, but fuck, I'm a 4-time champ. Like, I done the damn thing. I'm old.
Klay Thompson's fucking holier than thou. Fucking attitude's annoying as fuck. I don't know. Just
He hasn't gotten off the fucking court trouble.
He's been like fucking pedestal talking down to other players in fucking years either. Like every time,
but he is also he's an elder statesman in the NBA.
I mean,
like
even when
he is an old guy.
Warriors, bro, they would be getting their ass kicked. People would be talking shit, and like they'd be losing the series, and he put up the 4 fingers, like I got 4 rings. Like that doesn't help you right now when you're getting your ass kicked, dude. Like
no, and that's twerpy, but that's
who cares?
That's not about the situation.
Saying, hey, you suck tonight, dude. Like you're washed. Like you're not what you were. Like. And that's fine. Guys are allowed to say that to you. You don't have to get up on a pedestal and talk about how fucking sad Ja's life. Like Ja knows how fucking sad his life is. He's just trying to.
Does he? Doesn't sound like he does.
I think he's
doesn't. It certainly doesn't look like it on the court.
I don't know. I just think it's holier than thou shit's fucking annoying, and I don't think Ja was wrong.
That might be a fair point. You can get.
They're both awful. Yeah.
The worst guy made a good point. That's like it's the meme, but yeah. Jokic, unbelievable play, is becoming normal to watch. I mean, you could just say that about his career, but care to elaborate?
Yeah, I was looking at it like all the highlights that we see are becoming normal, and they're fucking not, which is like really crazy. And I think that it's going to hurt him in the long run. The highlight, how we live in a highlight society is going to hurt his like MVP chances and all that because we're just going to get numb to it. And like you're going to have voter fatigue, you're going to have highlight fatigue from it. Like I think that he should end up with like 4 or 5 MVPs by the time he's done, but I don't think he will because of how everything's shaping up right now.
Well, the Embiid one is glaring.
That one, he got fucked out of that one. He should not have lost that one.
That is glaring. But I understand it from both sides, but that is a glaring omission in his record. Like,
yeah, the SGA one makes way more sense. That's for sure.
Yeah, best player on the best team.
An all-time year, like he was the best player. Like the numbers were close.
Although Jokic did average in the top 3 for points, rebounds, and assists and steals, though.
Yeah, blocks too. I think he was top 5 in blocks too. So he was top 5 in every statistical category for an entire year and came in second in MVP voting, which is just wild to me.
Yeah, no one had been in top 5 and he was top 3. It's like fucking.
So you're telling me Nikola Jokic is good?
Yeah,
I'm still telling you he's not bad.
Yeah,
he's not bad.
You can clip me saying this. Nikola Jokic is not very bad at basketball.
But the guy, 18 box plus minus this year, when Michael Jordan's peak was 12 or 11.
And you fucking the thing you sent us Jacob, that you're referencing right now. Like everybody's talking about Shea having the third most, and it's like, all right, we're just gonna ignore that the guy who has the first highest plus minus is also playing this year too. Like
he also has the next 6.
he has 2 ahead of Shea, and he has the next 6 afterwards, and we're just gonna be like, yeah, look at Shea, he's doing good this year. Like,
And he is though. You know, it's like it's just kind of it's another thing where it's like you don't really want to disclaim another player because Shea is, you know, for the current DraftKings odds is Jokic at plus 130 and Shea's at plus 190. It's starting to shape out as a neck and neck race because Giannis has missed time and Luka's on, you know, Luka's Luka. So you're starting to see it shake out a bit.
Yeah, they must just not be confident about Luka's like record at the end of the year because it definitely has the stats to be up there with them. But yeah, it's just I know it's tough. It's kind of like it just breaks down the definition of MVP for this year. It's like, are you actually rewarding the most valuable player? Because if you are, it has to be Jokic. If you want like the best, most dominant team and pick a player that's massively important for them, sure. But if you're actually talking about who actually contributes the most to winning on a team, it cannot be SGA over Jokic. Because it's funny, like people are now hurting their own arguments too at the whole like no fourth quarter thing too. It's like their system's insane. Like obviously he helps to get to that lead, but if Jokic sits out the whole fourth quarter, the team explodes and dies.
And you saw that against the Kings game in which they lost. Like Russell was playing, he's having like a vintage Russell revenge game. No Brown. Cam Thomas was playing though. Not Cam Thomas, I'm sorry. Cam
Johnson. He's doing better. He's doing better.
Yeah, but that was it. Like they were pretty beleaguered and Jokic still almost won them that game. Like, you know, like he was just the Kings were having like the game of their year and it still almost didn't matter just because Jokic was willing them to like, you know, he was touching the ball, hitting the 3. It's just crazy. Just the stats here. SGA, 18 games, 32 points, 5 boards, 7 assists on 54% from the field and 41 from 3. Like, you know, it's like, holy shit, man. He's like gotten better. And Jokic is in 17 games, 30 points, 13 boards, 11 assists on a much more efficient number. 62%.
I was going to say, he somehow is better 3-point than that.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, Jokic should probably win it this year, God willing.
It's just
if you're leading the league in assists and rebounds and you're up to 30 points per game, like I just can't do it, man. Just stop not giving
like
it
the
to
only
him.
hope was Giannis, and Giannis unfortunately is missing time, so that's going to keep him out of it. Like Giannis could do these numbers,
or like Wemby.
Close.
Wemby was our only other hope too.
Not efficiency wise,
because Wemby would also have the blocks and the steals to go along with that.
Yeah, that's the thing. If Wemby having like defensive numbers that he would like, because that's the thing. Then you'd be like, all right, who's more impactful, the super defender or the super offensive player? You know what I mean? Like that's it. Very different stats, but they probably show similarly in the block. Because I think Wemby was up there, like all the box plus minus stats too before he went down.
Yeah, and Wemby's been out for like the past week, right? So and Giannis has too. So you see these guys drop out of the actual race. It's a 3-dog race, but it's really a 2-dog race. Doncic at plus 400. Then you got Giannis at plus 1,600, so a huge drop. Then you got Maxey and Cade kind of together at plus 4,000, plus 5,000. So very much long shots. You know, I think all these players would have to have injuries. Yeah. But you still have Wemby right after that at plus 10,000.
Why wouldn't Cade? Why does Shea have much more respect for MVP than Cade?
Better team.
Cade's numbers this year are fucking crazy.
It's one loss different.
Yeah, Cade
27 points, 6 boards, and 10 assists. To be completely honest, it seems like it's efficiency. Cade shooting at 44% and 28% from 3.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense. I was gonna say, because if you're talking about like, I knew their stat lines would be pretty similar. Like I knew that Cade would have 1 assist and a little down on points, but I was gonna say, like, if you're talking about like leading your team to winning, it's not that much different, to be honest. It's literally 1 game different. But yeah, that checks out.
Cade had the one fucking Kobe Bryant special this year too.
Where
he missed 41 shots in a game where he scored 50 points or something like that.
Yeah, I wonder how much that tanked it. How much do you think that hurt his field goal percentage that one game?
41 shots. Some guys don't miss 41 shots in 2 weeks.
Jokic has probably not taken that many this year.
Steph probably hasn't missed that in a year.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. Yeah, I mean the MVP is it's just the superlatives for the NBA are so hard to bet on because they're all just based on storylines. Like honestly, the MVP should have been fucking LeBron for like 12 straight years because like let's be real here, he's the best player in the league for like over a decade. But he wasn't going to get the MVP every year because they were going to have a story about somebody else doing it because they didn't want it to be boring, give it to the same guy every year.
I think if everything remains the same, Steve, you're right. If SGA ends up winning the MVP, then it would be storyline based. But DraftKings currently doesn't have that because Jokic is not far, but I guess kind of far outperforming Shea in his own way.
Can one man defeat? It's like if one man can defeat voter fatigue. He's like trying so hard. He won 3. They don't want to give it to him. He somehow had the best season ever last year, and he's doing better this year. He's like, how tired will you get of giving me MVP? How good can I get that you'll still?
He's like the Thanos of the NBA. Like he's everybody's Thanos. Like all of this to stop one guy.
He's inevitable.
He is inevitable, and I think he's probably going to win another MVP. So.
Yeah, I know. If I had my money on it, it would be on him for sure.
Yeah. He is a joy to watch. He's just a joy to watch.
You see a fucking half-court jumper last night at the end of the fucking third quarter, and just like walked away like he didn't even like it was a layup.
It was all net too. It was like such a clean jumper.
Didn't backboard. It wasn't like fucking rimmed in. Like it was just like bottom of the net and just walked away like it was just pulling a jumper real quick.
Yeah, it was just a random game where you're like, oh yeah, Jokic sort of had 2 highlights that'll be on his all-time mixtape. Just that, you know what I mean? That pass too is insane. I watched that pass back so many times.
I'm gonna have to go fucking watch a Nikola Jokic fucking mixtape tomorrow. I think it worked.
I mean, he's a league pass MVP. Like if there's ever a chance for me to watch it, like he's second screen immediately. If the Celtics are playing, if not, he's main screen. He's just fun to watch. It'd be a huge win for ethical hoopers everywhere if he takes home another MVP.
I mean, is he the second best passer that we've ever seen in our lives?
Who's beating him out?
LeBron.
I take Jokic passing.
Maybe. I mean, he basically does everything LeBron does, much slower, but also at 7 feet tall. So
I just think that LeBron, like fast break passing and like getting out and running in transition and passing, I think is better because he actually runs out in transition.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like LeBron is like the best player of all time just simply because he's the best transition player to ever play. Like, you're never going to stop him if he's in motion. You never are.
I think he's the second best transition player.
Behind Jason Tatum, I agree.
I think Giannis is the best transition player I've ever seen.
Well, LeBron's just done it. Yeah, Giannis also is just allowed to travel.
the Giannis peak of
I meant his legs are that long. It's 5 steps down the court, but
yeah, we've seen him do one dribble from half court and dunk it. Like it's what the fuck are you supposed to do?
True. No, that's a fair point.
I have Jokic passing above LeBron's.
I wouldn't. I'm just saying I could see it either way. I wouldn't.
It's basically negligible to me, but he just does it at such an altitude that LeBron can't reach. It doesn't matter.
He does it so much flashier than LeBron too.
And
well, yes and no. It just seems like he's just dishing the rock. He's just throwing it out to everybody.
The spin move drop behind the back pass he did last night. Like that's so fucking great.
Yeah,
it's like the only way to get that guy the ball too, which is like it looks flashy as hell, but it's like also the only way to get that guy a bucket.
Did you see the shot clock too?
No.
He drained it all the way down. He gave it to that guy with 2 seconds left. Like he knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Like, and that guy, I think it was Peyton Watson. I think knew exactly when to cut and where to be for that too.
No, Peyton's looking like an AG Light basically. He's like kind of feeding off just cuts. Like he knows how to. Peyton's learning the system.
That other guy they get out there stinks though. He kind of looks like MPJ a bit, but is like chunkier.
Dude, he blew that game. What's his name? Something
blew it. Yeah, he fouled. He slapped the guy's arm as he was going up for a shot.
Something Clark, maybe. I forget.
Yeah, he looks. Like if Aaron Gordon played in that Sacramento game, they just win by 20 points. And so but unfortunately they had to roll that guy out there. But your rookie of the year, who is it today? Because it's interesting who's number 1 right now.
What, you got Ace Bailey at number 1 right now?
Nope.
Wait, let me think. Well,
Flags had a couple good games, but
it has to be Con. Con's
it's
averaging
Con.
Yeah, he's averaging 50, 40, 90 on 20 points per game. That is,
and right behind him's Cooper
insane.
Flag.
Yeah, that might be one of the better rookie seasons ever if he keeps that up.
There can't be a lot of 50, 40, 90.
No. not on 20 either. With a team that is legitimately like pretty messy. So pretty impressive.
Who's your most improved?
Nemias Queta.
In my heart, for sure.
One of the Thompsons.
No, it's Jalen Duren.
Oh, that makes sense.
And then right behind him, Steve's other favorite player, Josh Giddey. And then after that, also Steve's favorite player, Tenny Avdia.
Oh boy, a lot of fucking shitbags on that list. Go Jalen Duren. Go Jalen Duren.
And then Ryan Rollins behind him.
Oh yeah, Ryan Holmes has been good.
Bucks, right?
Who's your deep? Yeah. Who's your depoy?
Wemby.
Yeah, so hopefully Wemby. I hope. Pray.
It's actually Chet. You got to figure it took a dip because he hasn't played in a week, but Wemby's right behind him. So
I'm scared Wemby's never gonna get like any like postseason awards because of the 65 game.
It's that would be if his career. I feel like that's like how bad his career can go is that he just doesn't ever get the games.
Gets 60 games a year every year, never gets an eligibility for it. But then every year in the playoffs, they're like unbelievable.
He's just Kawhi Leonard.
So fucking good.
I was gonna say, I would agree. I would sign that life. If you were to tell me that, if you're like, we get a long Wemby career, but he never gets to get awards because he plays 60 games, I'd like, honestly, you'd be like, I'll take that deal. Because right now I'm like, do we even get 10 years? Because who the fuck knows? No one's seen this. It's really scary. But like, who knows what we got out of him?
I mean, he played 70. Like, I can't hold the injury thing. He played 70 games his rookie year. Like he made it through a full season, and he just got stricken by blood clots, that's obviously. There's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, that's like that's not like a knee injury that keeps creeping back up on you for your whole career, or like a bad back. Like that's just something that's just like out of nowhere.
Yeah, so like, God willing, and hopefully it goes this way, we get a lot more. Like I think he's coming back. We're gonna get a healthy long Wemby career. That'd be
it's just
insane.
cat stuff, right? Isn't it just there? And it seems like they're being more on a. It's not even like he actually is scary hurt. Like from what I got, they're just being very careful, and it hardly was anything. So I think, like you're right. Like they might be doing it to themselves with the game limit. They might just not even care about him getting those awards and just trying to get him to the playoffs. Because if they do, that's a dangerous team. They've been still winning with just Fox, basically. Not like as much, obviously, but they're staying afloat. I don't know their record right now, but I feel like it's been fine for them.
Yeah, they're at a point where there's enough talent on the team that they can kind of let Wemby take some nights off and not have it be like, miserable.
Yeah, Barnes is amazing this year. It's insane. The few that when I watched for Wemby, I would literally be just as impressed by Barnes sometimes. Not obviously what they're doing, but just the fact that he's just like kind of returning as like he's like the elder statesman on the team that like doesn't miss threes. Basically, he's like in the mid 40s for 3-point percentage this year, I think.
Who's your sixth man of the year? Hello.
I'm trying to think.
Colin Knippel?
No.
Dylan Harper?
Fucking starting, bro. No rookies on the list.
I mean, Simon's probably on the list somewhere in there.
He's in the top 10.
I was going to say, is Clarkson?
The answer is Jaime Jaquez.
Oh, yeah, he has been hooping again this year. That's
and then you got AJ Mitchell.
Bench. I thought he would have been starting for that team. That's strange he got booted to the bench.
Well, he's thriving in the role. And then Reed Shepherd behind them, and then Onyeka Okongwu. I have a hard time saying his first name. But, so that's...
full name. That's why I don't say it.
Yeah, and then Kay Cunningham is the clutch player leader.
Is KD on the list still for clutch player? KD?
He is. He's in the top 10.
Reed's been legitimately good. It's made the Rockets situation not as scary because Reed's actually been very good.
The Rockets are like, for as much love as we give the Nuggets, and we should, it's like the Rockets are right on their tails. Like they haven't lost any step. They've gotten as good as advertised.
They got to be the top two offenses in the league. I know Rockets are 1 still. Nuggets have to be 2. I assume.
Yeah, I think that's right. Before we move on to our film, anything else on NBA before we wrap it up?
No.
Okay. I think Patriots won. Shout out to the Pats. 10-2.
That was a Celtics game right there. Like, let's make this really fucking difficult for no fucking reason.
Well, our whole left side of the line died.
We like going down.
We're also like fucking down in goal 5 times that game, and we ended up with like 10 points.
Yeah, we had a hard time in the red zone for sure. Anyhow, Steve, Teen Wolf, 1985, starring Michael J. Fox, and that's about it. Your movie choice.
Was not
No,
mine.
Jacob's
No,
movie
it's mine.
choice. Movie choice. Sorry, you're picking this week's movie. Jacob, what did you think?
I mean, I'd already seen it. You guys hadn't, but I thought. I mean, it's just exactly what I thought. It kind of in the same way as can white men can't jump is like this is just an '80s movie. You know what I mean? It just kind of felt easy, and it was a nice little feel good story. I definitely think it's not like the most amazing movie, but it was just it's a nice fun return down memory lane, and it's kind of hilarious. Kind of hilarious to have the werewolf basketball dynamic too, but yeah, it's just kind of a cheesy, very cheesy '80s movie. That's for sure. That's what you get from it. That's coming out.
Yeah, it's like quintessential 80s schlock, like high
Yeah.
school dramedy, schlocky stuff, but it actually is like fairly well acted by Michael J. and Jared Levine, I think his name is. I love the guy who played Styles.
Yeah, that was hilarious. He had that Peterbilt hat that was so fucking sick.
And he always had a T-shirt with the slogan on it. There was like,
And one said obnoxious on it. One said
nice dickhead or something like that.
Dick nose. What are you looking
Dick
at?
nose,
Dick
yeah.
nose.
Yeah, life sucks and then you die was one of them, like classic 80s thing. But yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty good. Steve, your favorite line? Don't tell me you're a beep. I can't handle it if you're a beep. He's like, no, I'm not a beep. I'm a werewolf, as if that's less offensive than being gay.
That was a jump scare for a PG movie too. Like this.
Yeah, but that's 80s PG, dude. There was like side boob.
Dude, there's side boob. They're fucking girls walking around in lingerie. There was a sex scene that was like implied. They're smoking. They're underage drinking. Like,
weed and shit, yeah.
There's fucking people wrestling and whipped cream on the ground. Like multiple makeout sessions. It's like, what the fuck are we PG in the 80s? That was a wild fucking time.
Yeah, I think Jaws is weirdly PG too, and Jaws has like legitimately scary moments in it.
I think you're right, dude.
But yeah, anyhow, that's it was just a fun watch. It's short, it's 80s, like it's a movie that I'd rather watch that than 16 Candles or The Breakfast Club. So you know,
I'd rather watch The Breakfast Club. I just love that movie though. You're right. Jaws was a PG movie in 1975.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it's about this high school basketball player. He plays on a team. He's like a twerpy 5'3" point guard on his high school team. Loves the hot chick.
He's a 24-year-old playing a high schooler.
Dude, that's like the most glaring thing is like how old the guys they're playing against.
The fucking guy that like the Mick guy or Nick or whatever the fucking other bad guy is was like, dude, he had more fucking hair than fucking my dad. Like it was like, what the fuck in high school?
I know he was making fun of Marty McFly, Michael J's character. What's his name? Sorry, Scott, for being a wolf. But like his forearms were as hairy as a fucking wolf's. Like he looked like he had the makeup on his arms.
He looked like
he also was 45.
Did anybody else think that he looked like shockingly like Hugo Gonzalez?
I mean, a little bit.
And like
I could see it.
Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention, but like, why is this guy the bad guy? Like Michael J. Fox went and like fucked his girlfriend, and then like we're supposed to think that this guy's the bad guy for like hating the guy who's a werewolf that fucks his girlfriend.
He's still your gal and he's the good guy.
Yeah, it sucks. Double L for you, dude. You foul out of the game. And he just stands in front of the guy taking the free throw.
Like he's just standing underneath the hoop looking at him like you're not allowed to do that.
No, yeah. Go to the bench, dude. You're gone. You're done.
Everybody else goes to the bench because there's no time left on the game.
I'm going 0 for 2 from the line. If that's the case, man. But
basketball was so fucking bad in that movie too.
Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. That was one of the things I listened to the Simmons rewatchables on it, and the director Rod Daniel, who didn't really do much after this or before this, said that there's a bunch of footage they filmed of the entire like the cast members doing like playing an actual basketball game. He's like, it's embarrassing how bad it is. It was so bad they legitimately reused some of the highlight tape.
I was gonna say
throughout the.
It was like the same
montages.
Like 4 or 5 times where a guy was taking a jump shot and he got it blocked. They used it like 4 or 5 times, and they just cut it different ways.
Yeah, you either have to train these people for weeks or you have to get pros. Like it's basketball is not an easy sport. If you don't like learn how to dribble well, in your like little kid age, you're like kind of fucked. Like you can't like pick like unless you're 7'1" guy. It's like you can't just be like
glaring.
picking up basketball.
It's
in your
glaring. Like the shortcomings are glaring in basketball. Like if your jump shot looks funny because you've never shot before, if you can't dribble, like it's tough.
If you have to look at
I mean, Scott,
on the court, fucking
Michael J. Fox is running down the court with his head down like he's a running back.
like Scatabo hitting the fucking line.
Man, fucking ridiculous. Yeah, and like he takes a jump shot at the free throw line.
Yeah,
like
I was laughing so fucking hard the first opening scene when he's shooting a free throw jumping.
It's embarrassing. The basketball is tough.
And
I mean, the center's like a 450-pound guy named Chubby or whatever.
That fucking championship game was like 30 minutes fucking long. It just would not fucking end. I was like, dude, you could have like cut like a quick montage and been like, oh look, they caught up. Now we're at the final fucking like.
Yeah,
didn't need
just
to
cut out half of the basketball highlights we've already seen.
The movie was moving along so quick until you got to like the last act, and then it was just so fucking slow and drawn out.
At the end, he hits the winner, and he goes to it. He goes to like the unattractive girl, the one that would like liked him the whole time. He passes like the hot chick that he banged, and like in the background of the film, you can see because it freezes when he hugs them. But in one of the members in the stands, the guy's pants fell to the ground. He's just standing there in his fucking skivvies in the background. If you go back and watch it, he's there in his skivvies. It's one of like the funniest things.
I did not notice.
His pants just dropped. Yeah, man. I don't think Michael J. Fox liked filming this movie. He didn't really. This one famously came out right before he did. He blew up with Back to the Future. So,
I mean, he did a great job.
Interesting time.
I mean, he did a great job as an actor in it.
Oh, he's great. Yeah, as a 45-year-old high school student for sure.
Unbelievable.
No, he was obviously younger, but he
right
too old to be at high school.
Probably awful prosthetics. Probably there's a lot of that, honestly.
That was the thing. He said he hated it. Hours in makeup, and it was hot and sweaty, and the hair was like fucking real and gross.
It looked so
ugly
gross.
makeup for sure. Yeah, he did. He looked very straggly.
Time when he was the fucking werewolf, I was all skeeved out by it. It was nasty. It was like, oh.
But his dad is like a good-looking, coiffed, cute wolf. When he finds out, he just hopes it's like a gray, cute wolf in front of him.
Yeah, that was even more like a jump scare. Like, oh.
Yeah. So I did the thing where like, what is Michael J. Fox's character when he's like John Stockton? When he's not the wolf, he's like John Stockton with zero talent. Just a short white guy who can't dribble a basketball. And when he's the wolf, he's like shades of like Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook, and Rajon Rondo. Like just a high energy, high defensive ability, slashing point guard, undersized a bit. Yeah. But he's like fucking Gerald Wallace if you like dropped him in the 70s. What he would play like he was dunking at everything, like windmills, like everything. Like it was like, what the fuck are we doing? No look passes, yeah. And then when he's not the wolf,
some of this shit didn't even make fucking sense. Like she's telling him, "Oh, I want to go to the prom with you when you're not the wolf." He's like, "No, I'm gonna be the wolf," and he's like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." And then I'll dance with you when you're not the wolf. What the?
Wait, is this the unattractive girl?
Yeah, she wanted to go to the prom with him, like, as not the wolf. And he's like, but nobody loves me if I'm not the wolf. And she's like, yeah, you're right. You should go as the wolf.
She was super horny for him the whole time. Throughout the film, she, like, lied about his name and that kiss in that game they were playing at the party to get him in the closet.
Yeah.
She wanted him bad.
Where was mom in all this?
That's weird. I never understood that. I listened to the thing. Apparently, the dad killed her when the transformation, I guess. I didn't get that from the film. The bully, the bad guy with the hairy forearms, who's 40, was like, I shot your mom in the face when she was rummaging through my garden. I thought that was a thing too. I don't know. She's just kind of not there.
I didn't know she was killed.
Yeah, I don't know. So, like, is she a werewolf, or was she a werewolf and she did get killed by the bully, or was she killed by the dad in the transformation? I don't know.
I think
they kind of just like,
well, you can kill the fuck. I think the bully was a little bit young to be killing fucking werewolves.
Yeah, who's fair point with a gun?
Apparently the mom. Who's your all-time monster? I wanted to do a draft, but we're running out of time here. All-time starting 5 plus a 6-man of monsters, movie monsters. And I wanted to exclude like the Godzilla and King Kong one. Like ones that are huge.
Everybody gets to pick 2 because I don't think I'm going to be able to make it through fucking 6.
Okay. All right, Jacob, it's your movie. You got the first pick.
It has to be a horror person.
Yeah, like a classic movie monster.
Michael Myers is not movable.
Oh, he's a beast.
Yeah.
He's just methodic, huge. Good luck running through him.
Like Jokic, basically.
Counterpoint, very slow on the fast break. Just not out there running.
Well, that's just only if you're looking at him, though. If you turn around, he'll be right behind you. But
True.
he just teleports.
Unbelievable chase down block ability.
Yeah, exactly. Turn around, he somehow blocked you.
Just an unreal motor on the guy. Will not stop coming.
And then the Sandman. Actually, that's not horror. That's Spider-Man.
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler would be a sick one. Adam Sandler as the
massive
Dracula.
sand monster. I don't know. If maybe the Babadook.
Interesting, the Babadook. That was on the list too. Steve, who is yours?
I gotta go with the Cloverfield monster.
No, you can't do like big fucking monsters. That was the thing.
Why? He just did the Babadook. Is that not a big
No, it's
monster?
not a big thing. No,
Oh,
it's like an apparition.
fuck. Look, I have Voorhees then?
Yeah, you can. I was gonna say he was on my list. Just
Well, he
a
was badass as fuck. They fucked him in a couple of those movies, but
huge enforcer.
If it's
Love
09 Jason 2, he's sprinting.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That remake's scary just because of that. It's like not like the best Jason movie, obviously, but I honestly get the most scared from it because it's like watching him sprint is actually too much. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, that's horrifying. So Jason Voorhees won.
You got me on the spot here. I don't watch a lot of fucking.
I did write this on the sheet earlier today. If you wanted to look at it before you jumped on the show.
I didn't even see that on the sheet. I got down to our fucking movie. I didn't see that part. Oh, the swamp.
I mean, you're the swamp thing.
yeah,
Sticky hands,
yeah.
hands all over the place.
Can I get the fill out the bench? Because I got
Yeah, if you want.
I got our whole bench crew would be fucking the hills have eyes.
No, true. Shit. Just creepy, deformed people from the hills. My number one pick, I think we're going to go with Frankenstein. I mean, just a huge guy on the boards. Good luck scoring on that interior defender.
I want to see
Not
that
moving off the
movie.
block.
I haven't seen
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it looks fun.
And then, yeah, I think I got to take Teen Wolf. Just a pick and roll with Frankenstein and Teen Wolf. Good luck stopping that. That's Stockton and Malone, dude.
Frankenstein's monster, baby.
Yeah. Nobody picked the Mummy, though. Slow, soft as tissue paper.
Yeah, run right through him.
Yeah.
Very old.
Well, if you can get
True.
the pharaoh
Old.
that fucking
Over the hill.
the pharaoh that brought the mummy to life in the fucking Brendan Fraser mummy. You can
True.
that one. Shoot some scarabs out and fucking blind the whole other team.
Steve, we're moving on to December here. That's it with Teen Wolf, unless we want anything else on it. No.
I forget that.
So we're moving on to a new month here. Next week's episode will be in December, I believe. If not, we're going to have a movie picked for December. And the theme, Steve, is what?
4 movies.
Why?
I think that's fucking the best production company out right now. I think that they just put out banger after banger, and they're all fucking weird, which I kind of like.
How many? We've watched a few A24 movies, I think, so far. Is Uncut Gems A24?
They're A24.
And so was Midsummer.
And didn't we watch another? No, we didn't watch Hereditary.
No. I don't quite remember. I don't think we did another one. But anyhow, A24, because they're the best movie production. What are some of your favorite A24 films?
Midsummer was unbelievable. Uncut Gems, I loved. What was it? When the TV glows? What was the name of that one?
You like that one? That one was fucking freaky.
It was freaky. It was weird, and I just really liked it. How fucking freaky and weird it was.
Oh, that was a creepy film. But yeah, I liked it too.
I didn't like Hereditary, but like, I don't know. That's just me. I didn't enjoy the ride of that movie. There's other A24 movies I just can't remember right now. I can't think of the top of my head that I really enjoyed too.
Okay,
just wanna
so
watch
that will be the theme.
Or A24 movies, and like I think that if you pick them as a theme, I think that we can go a lot of different ways with it, with the different things that they come out with.
Sure. I mean, there's been some stinkers on there. I believe they got. I didn't finish the research, but I believe they got bought out by a bigger studio, and the production went kind of all over the place. They were a little bit more focused when they were first out of the scene as the small up and coming studio with young auteurs. But your movie for this to lead off this month.
Can I put it up to a vote? Because I'm stuck between 2.
Sure.
I'm stuck between Death of a Unicorn and Eddington.
Okay, I've seen one,
Or what have you not seen?
The Unicorn.
Yeah, we should just go with that then.
I'll
'Cause
go
I
with
haven't
that
seen
one.
it either.
I wouldn't
Well,
want to watch Eddington, but I'll go with that one for sure.
I haven't seen either, so
Eddington is a good film. Just straight up another Ari Aster banger for sure, but a bit hard on a rewatch, I think. This unicorn one, I've seen the previews for it, looks a bit ridiculous, but I'd be down to try it out. It's with Will Poulter, I believe.
Yeah, and Paul Rudd too.
Oh. The Death of the Unicorn, which I believe came out this year.
I think it was last year. Yeah.
Last year.
It's
Yeah,
free on HBO Max, so that was another thing. I was gonna pick The Smashing Machine, but you gotta like rent it for $20.
That's not out yet.
Too early, so
that would have been good.
Also, I heard it's very boring.
Really?
Yeah.
I was excited for that one too. So I'd be very watch that and be fucking disappointed.
Oh, I heard The Rock's good in it, which is, I guess, what you're there for. But other than that, pretty boring film. So, a Death of a Unicorn. That's what it's called. A Death of a Unicorn.
Death of a Unicorn.
Death of a Unicorn. A24 month is the month for December 2025. I will be picking the movie after next week. After next week. So good pick. I like it. A24, a lot of disparity in there. We're going to be going all over the place genre-wise, which is cool too.
Well, there's so many fucking films. You go on their website and you can scroll for fucking 20 minutes just looking at different fucking movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna make Steve watch a horror movie.
I mean, that's like kind of their bag. They love horror movies. So
their horror movies are good though. Like they're deep. They're like
Hit or miss.
interesting and deep, and they keep you like engaged the whole time. Like some horror movies, it's like I'm just waiting for something to jump out and scare me. Like there's nothing creepy about this. I know there's gonna be something's gonna hop out around this corner, or there's not gonna be, and then when they pan back to the person's gonna jump from the other side. That's not real horror movies. Like A24 puts out real horror movies.
Interesting. That'll be an interesting discussion when Jacob picks his movie. But that's it for now.
Get Uncut Gems again.
No, we know repeats.
Have you guys ever seen Midsummer?
I have now. Twice. That's it for this week, guys. We'll end it here. Thanks for watching. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all the places. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, the Hub. Soon we'll be there. But yeah, that's it from the boys. Thanks for watching the Banner Report. Go Seas.
Love you guys. Feel better, JT.
Go Pats.